This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 827. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest Transformers toy and action figure podcast. I think about that sometimes, and I just get really sad because time is the fire in which we burn. We're not a Star Trek podcast, though.
We had one of those for like 115 episodes, give or take.
Yeah, I think about like when we were a quote network and we were running so many shows.
It was kind of fun though.
It was.
Like, when we had the people and the time to do that stuff, like it was pretty cool. I miss doing the Star Trek podcast sometimes, but there is just no time to do that. Like Hey Mickey is not even available the way he used to be, where I could, even do something just with him. It makes me sad that I can't do that anymore, but I also kind of value having the free time that I never did doing, 2 or 3 podcasts per week.
Hey, when we do the one that matters, the Transformers podcast, I am Brian Kilby. That was Chris. We have Don.
Hello.
Matt.
Hello.
Rob.
Hello.
And Optimus Primal.
Hello.
How comfortable is that mask diecast?
It is not comfortable. It fits my face perfectly, and people were like, well, maybe it was made for kids and that's why it doesn't fit. No, it doesn't fit. It fits perfectly. The straps are not stretched too far. They go exactly where they should on your head. But the nose piece is not comfortable at all.
I skipped it. I wanted it so bad, but seeing it in hand, it's like, it looks okay. I don't need it.
But let me tell you, I thought this was going to be a complex transformation because it was
origami.
It had to be a mask also. I was totally wrong. It is so basic and it makes such a horrible transformer. It makes
I've seen
mask, but
I've seen videos diecast of that, and for what it does and what it is, I think it's pretty ingenious. They got the robot mode to look as good as they do.
What's retail on it? Like $30?
$30.
So I almost bought it. And I almost gave it to my kids if I didn't want it. But then I realized it's going to lay in the floor, and then the dog will eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't want to give him $30 to eat. So,
well, has anyone seen this PDQ at Walmart that's supposed to have the Rise of the Beast stuff? Because
every Walmart I've gone to has it.
Yeah, I saw it. It didn't have any of the nicer toys. It didn't have the whole core lineup in it, but it had some of the stuff.
It must have all gone to my store then.
I've been in 5 Walmarts the last week. Every single one had it.
Yeah, because
Walmarts don't have it.
Yeah, I've only got the one Walmart in town, but there's nothing there's nothing new there. There's no Rise of the Beast at all. And the only thing I've seen is the RC, the weapon.
There's not a whole lot worth buying in the PDQ, Don. So from what I hear, if you want to get something that you want, you'd probably have to go to Target. Apparently, the Voyager Optimus is shown up somewhere in the U.S.
I want the Optimus and Optimus Primal. That's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's the simpler, more kid focused stuff. I mean, if that's what you want, that used to be specifically what I wanted to collect. But the thing is, the kid focused stuff is usually such inferior quality that I just don't feel like it's worth buying.
And it'll probably clearance before too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that face is just horrible.
I mean, it's not meant for you. It's meant for a kid.
It was such a neat idea. You know what I mean? That's why I had to pick it up.
But I still think it works pretty well for what it's trying to do, though.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's
okay.
I would be interested to hear, how a kid feels about wearing it, though, because last I heard, I'm pretty sure kids have noses too.
I mean, they do, but they're a lot smaller.
Yeah, they should be smaller.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah, unless you're living in the Oban Star Racers universe where no one has a nose.
No, nobody gets that joke, Don. I mean, one person might. It's not me. So, I mean, if you'd have made a, never mind.
The mask is made for Krillin.
Mask is made for Krillin.
Well, there's our show title.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there you go.
Of course, I had a cool thought a while ago. If they do enough of these masks, you could recreate the mask diorama where the thing comes down, you've got all these Transformer masks around the table. Like, do people want to wear them? That'd be kind of cool.
Thank you, Don, for that, because you gave me time to Google the actor of Omar Bradley and Patton, because I forgot that it was Carl Malden. Like, he could not wear that mask, and nobody gets that joke either.
Well, yeah, but he could buy one with American Express.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so
and very few of us are old enough to get that joke.
Yeah, again, we're the world's first and oldest toy podcast. So,
and I'm older than that.
You were. I mean, I'm older than that. I started it. I had to be like alive. So,
instant podcasts. They're out in the computer. They're out in public before you're even alive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have listeners that were born after I started producing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Hasbro Canada reportedly not distributing Legacy Evolution Deluxe Wave 3. Why is this?
We don't really know what the cause is. So originally this came from correspondence with GameStop Canada. Somebody inquired why pre-orders hadn't gone up for the Wave 3 Deluxes. And the response was that, from the sounds of it, Hasbro Canada in general is not moving forward with that wave of figures. Now, as far as we know, this is only applying to the Deluxes, not the Voyagers or the Core class. Other small retailers in Canada have basically backed up this statement that they are not having access to this either. Right now, we don't know whether like Amazon Canada, Toys R Us Canada is going to get these at all, or if Hasbro is just writing off that whole assortment for Canadian distribution.
But don't worry, because there are plenty of shops in Canada that do get their stock from the US.
Yeah, that's what I was going to add. One of the shops that was reporting further on this said outright, they've always sourced their stuff from US distribution rather than Canada, so their customers aren't going to get affected. GameStop's probably going to be the biggest impacted by this, people who do pre-orders through them, because GameStop's not going to go to US distribution for this. That's not how their system works.
Now what wave is that, guys? Figure wise,
Beachcomber, etc.
Okay,
Beachcomber, Dion, or Devcon. Yeah,
you're getting your Dion.
That's a good wave. That kind of really sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if it's a supply thing that they're like, oh, we only have enough for the US, Hasbro US distribution, or I don't know. It's just a weird thing.
No
yeah,
idea.
we really don't know. That is one of the theories, though, that there might be supply chain problems, and they're prioritizing the US under the theory that there's more retail power there, so you want to give them the stuff.
Yeah.
So is the
we really do not know.
Is the third wave the last wave for Evolution?
Well, it's the latest one we know about, but I think there's going to be 4 waves.
It shouldn't be the last one. But as far as what Chris was saying, I don't want to speculate what the reason is without more information, because we're going to be wrong.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I like to speculate.
Yeah.
I'm just reporting, what some of the speculation already is, but we do not know anything about why this is happening, and honestly, we probably are not going to end up with an answer as to why this has happened, or if it's going to continue to be a thing in the future.
And if we ask Hasbro during an upcoming conference call or something, they'll be like,
they're not going to know either.
Yeah, I can't say.
Yeah. But no, the reason I was asking, because it's typical for the last wave to be a little short.
Usually,
that's why I was curious if this was a last wave. But
the thing with Canada too, up until the last few years, it wasn't unusual for whole waves to just be skipped over their distribution. Sometimes they would just go without seeing most of an entire toy line. It's just been relatively recently that they've been on par with the United States and other countries to get distribution in a timely manner or in a complete manner at all. It's unfortunate that this feels kind of like a backslide to the way things were before, because nobody should have to jump through hoops or pay huge markups to get the stuff from out of market like that. But right now there's not really anything much to do, except if you've got a retailer near you in Canada that sources from US distribution and has fair prices, get in on that while you can.
Yeah. Okay, well that sucks.
Yep.
I haven't read this next item, and I don't have my glasses. Chris, read the story to us. Retailer data for upcoming exclusives, also Studio Series Dark of the Moon Grimlock reissue.
Yeah, so Target is going to have in the buzzworthy line a reissue of the Leader Class Dark of the Moon Studio Series Grimlock, which was one of
interesting.
that was one of the earliest Studio Series figures, I think, like one of the first wave leaders or second. Very early toy, but that's been out of production for a long time. So just like that Jetwing Optimus, they're getting it back into circulation for anybody who came in afterward, missed out on it the first time. The main bulk of this is just a rundown of exclusives via Target, Amazon, Walmart, and Pulse.
Real quick, because we're running video this week, I'm just looking at the thing, and this is from TFW, and JT Prime is the one that posted it, and news credits 353. That's got to be a record. That just has to be a record. I'm just saying. Okay, so from Target, buzzworthy Studio Series Deluxe Assortment, this includes the Hound and Hatchet that we saw the renders of quite a while back, which haven't had further development yet. Remind me what that is.
So Hound is a retool of Siege Hound, but in Earth mode form.
Okay.
And Hatchet is a retool of one of the Studio Series Dreads.
Okay.
Along with this is Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bumblebee 2, the sequel?
Bumblebee. I mean, I'm going to assume it's probably like a movie Bumblebee. But there's really no telling from what we have in front of us here.
Definitely need one of those.
Amazon's going to get Transformers Generation Studio Series multi-pack.
SS multi-pack. Wouldn't it be crazy if that's like a Dinobot multi-pack?
I mean, again, this could basically be anything. I would assume deluxes mainly.
I know, but that would be a crazy pack with like 5 liters in it.
Yeah, that would be pretty insanely expensive.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be the gamer. It could be the gamer 3 figures, since they're on the production line.
Yeah, it could be
in different colors.
Stuff.
It could be lots of things.
I'm gonna presume it's movie stuff, like probably Rise of the Beast related.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The next one's interesting though. Transformers Generations e-commerce Capsule 1 comic 2-pack.
So is it based on comics? Does it include a comic? Both? Who knows?
So this may be Marvel Comics G1 Soundwave and IDW Minor Megatron.
Okay.
Assuming that's that's a cassette Soundwave, I'll take that. Like,
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be down for that.
Yeah.
That's
nice purple Soundwave.
Yeah, but the Minor Megatron.
The Minor Megatron would end up being the Siege mold again, using the alternate head sculpt from the first G2 Combat Hero Selects toy, just in different deco, and then I would assume with retooled parts for the mining gear versus the war equipment.
Well, that would kind of make a good parallel to the Dion aerial sets. That way you've got the start of the war for the Autobots and the start of the war for the Decepticons, even if it's Marvel G1.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. It's also possible that the Megatron and the Soundwave are not in a 2-pack together, but are the large anchor toys for 2-packs, but I don't have any information.
Yeah. I would prefer that way I don't have to buy that Megatron again.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I find it funny though, because Marvel Comics Soundwave was one of the suggestions I threw out in the conference call when we were talking about if they could get that Earth mode Soundwave back into circulation again. So I'm just, ever since I heard about that, I'm sitting here thinking okay, what must have been going through their heads when I just dropped that in there out of nowhere?
I just can't believe they keep finding ways to dig up new uses for that Megatron mold.
Yeah.
I know, it's almost like the Seeker.
I mean, I brought up the Ark like a year or two before it actually came out, and I still remember the look on Ben Montano's face when I kind of mentioned that. He was like,
Yeah, that would be cool, huh?
Yeah. We have Transformers Generations e-commerce capsule 2, which does not have any further description on it. It is, the next sequential number after the capsule 1, the comic 2 pack. So I think these are going to be in some kind of assortment together or a loose, distribution pattern together. We have Transformers Generations e-commerce capsule 4, Voyager Nacelle.
Another use of the mold.
Yeah, Nacelle is the thrust prototype colors, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
In red, white, and blue.
Thundercracker thrust?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. From Walmart, we have Transformers Generations Retro 6 and Retro 8, which are, if they're retro, they're either Beast Wars or G1 reissues.
I hope they're more tweaked G1 reissues like we've been getting.
I think they will be because the Starscream slot at my local Walmart is like Retro 2.
But like Beast Wars is way more. They've already done way more than 8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I mean, molds. I was going to say molds available to them, but like that, I didn't think that Hound mold was available, and they showed us. So
maybe they'll do unavailable molds like Mirage.
God,
no. Well, I think if we've been saying we need to look at the old bookcase reissues because those are the molds that were still viable.
Maybe we don't know.
I mean, that was just a running theory, and there is a Jazz in that, and also with Ricochet.
I mean, Jazz comes with its own complications.
Yeah, there's Trax. There's Red Alert.
Okay, so like we know if how do I want to phrase this? Starscream and Hot Rod, that's 2 retro reissues. We don't know if Starscream is Retro 1 specifically, and the tag on the shelf is scanned for Hot Rod instead, and that's 2, or if our numbering right now is starting at 2 and going up.
Yeah, who knows?
So we're either at 4 or 5 now with the Hound and Thundercracker pair that are making their way through distribution. If we're at 5, then 6 might be the Perceptor or Bombshell, or was it Shrapnel, whichever Insecticon was getting the single release.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I mean, we have 6 of these G1 reissues that we know are happening through either seeing the pictures or having information like this.
Are we getting a Skywarp? Have I forgotten about anything?
I don't think anybody's said so far about Skywarp.
Fairly safe
bet. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, that could be Retro 8 right there.
Yeah. Or they could throw a curveball and make it like Sunstorm or something.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just while we're at it, is there any significance to the fact that they seem to have skipped the number 7, or
they probably just don't have that scanned into the system yet, or they weren't able to find that doing the data mining?
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
I don't know exactly what process is gone through to get this information out. One of the ways to do it would be if you have access to a Walmart PDA, you just start entering in the barcode numbers in sequences. That's one way to look it up. But there's other forms of database that they could be plumbing for this too. I don't know how they do this, and what kind of gaps there might be in that information.
JT Prime in this chat said 5 should be Perceptor and 7 should be Shrapnel.
Cool.
Okay.
6 and 8, let's just say, are a nice pair, he says with a wink.
Other 2 Insecticons?
Maybe.
Virgin Cyclonus.
Ooh. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And then from Pulse, we have 4 direct-to-consumer listings. The only one that has any information on it is Shattered Glass Grimlock, which pre-orders already went up for.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there you
go. So thanks as often is to JT Prime.
Yeah, 353 times. Somebody has Devcon in hand.
Yep.
It looks nice. Shocker.
Yeah, there's a money shot in there for Don with that next to the smoke screen.
Mm-hmm.
That got his attention.
Went straight to that picture.
I've been doing this. I haven't had a chance to look at the show notes. I got to find out where that's. Where's it at?
On our show notes.
JT Prime said the direct-to-consumer things are just the Shattered Glass stuff for this year.
Gotcha.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I just want that Walmart Tiger Grimlock to come out. Tiger Force Grimlock.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there like anything more happened with that.
So what? So hey, like a lot of stuff going on. Missed some episodes. What are we talking about? Tiger Force.
That's so there's the
Tiger Stripe Grimlock, the G2.
Oh, G2
alternate
Grimlock.
G2 yeah.
G2. Yeah. Duh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just call it Tiger Force Grimlock because
Well,
that's
I
what it
mean,
makes
that
me
would
think of.
make me very happy if it was a G.I. Joe crossover. But yeah, G2 Grimlock. That G2 the unproduced G2 Grimlock.
Nothing saying you can't put it with your G.I. Joes, Brian.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I need Devcon.
It looks nice, surprisingly so, for how they made it.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of controversy on Twitter, the Twitters and such today about Gamer Series, Optimus, and apparently Barricade too, but I didn't see a whole lot with Barricade.
What's the controversy?
That the rear of the toy, the fists are exposed. They're not covered.
Yeah, the back end of the truck is just wide open,
Yeah.
and his fists are just kind of sticking out.
Somebody mentioned it for Barricade too. I don't see anything wrong with Barricade now that I'm looking
I didn't
at it.
see the Barricade pictures.
So it's
that is pretty bad. That's the first time I've seen that.
Well, he's like encouraging you not to tailgate.
Yeah, like I get why somebody would be upset about it, and like I'm going to display it in robot mode, and
Well,
there's
you better now.
there's little excuse for it, but at the same time, I mean, it just for whatever reason doesn't bother me. I guess because I don't care about the fake robot mode, vehicle mode.
It bothers me more and more depending on the class. Like core class, acceptable. Voyager, not really acceptable.
Yeah.
For me, it's more the fact that this is not supposed to emulate any like actual existing vehicle. That I think is why it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, in hand, if it's an amazing toy, I can look over it. But if it's like Tarn, which is not the amazing toy that I hoped it was going to be, like in like the vehicle mode is like vehicle like that might bug me. But like if it's great in all ways other than that, I'll give it a pass.
I mean, from the way the picture looked to me, like the fists are not projecting out from the back of the vehicle. They're just not a panel covering the appearance of them. Like from the sides, I don't think you can see them.
Yeah.
Also, could that honestly be a mistransformation? Because it looks like there's some hinges or some pin joints like directly above the hands. Could there be something there that folds down?
This is why Hasbro doesn't want the first time people see this stuff. Like in pictures that like people from stolen toys and such.
Yeah.
Because mistransformation, hell, they do their own mistransformations.
Yeah.
If anybody's going to mistransform it, it should be them.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't, I could be entirely wrong, but it just looks to me like there might be something you can do with that. I'd kind of like to get the thing in hand myself and find out, but I don't know.
I'm so lukewarm on the design and everything anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, if I cared more, if it was something that I really cared about, it might bother me more.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Megatron, but like this doesn't really do much for me.
Yeah.
I always liked that deluxe toy. I'm kind of hoping that the Voyager will, take after it pretty well.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a Voyager toy at this point.
That's the problem. The deluxe was a pretty good toy.
Deluxe, yeah.
So to go up in class and be less of a toy is disappointing.
Yeah. Let's see here. More photos of Battlemaster, Rise of the Beast, Optimus Primal. Yeah, that sure is more pictures of it.
Looks nice though.
Yeah, it does, and I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I was actually disappointed that the floor display at Walmart when I went did not have any Battlemasters in it.
Yeah, it sure didn't.
It's fine. Yeah. I'll be at some Targets probably this weekend, and I can look for stuff.
My kids have really gotten into Masters of the Universe, the original, the cartoon, over the last week. It's been fantastic. Okay. We're gonna go looking at Targets and Walmarts this weekend for clearance Origins figures.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brian, I think the 3-pack with Sunman was on sale for $34.
That's more than I want to spend. I want to spend like $8 for a figure. They already have Sunman. He came today from Amazon. He was $8.
Nice.
And
There's a couple.
They were looking for Evil Lyn, the sorceress, or Tila, so they were kind of disappointed. But like they started calling him Sandman, and then they sort of warmed up to him, but they were disappointed it wasn't a female character.
Big Bad Toy Store has a couple of them on sale.
I saw one. I might go back and see what else they have.
They had the bee, whatever he is.
Buzz off.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Masters of the Universe in years. I'd forgotten how horrible Buzz Off's voice is.
Oh yes.
God, it is
now,
awful.
Yeah, you just activated a memory that I did not realize I had. Yeah.
Oh, I tried buying Buzz Off. Let me try it again, but I for whatever reason couldn't add him to my pile of loot.
Yeah,
you can't when it's on sale.
Yeah, I was looking at some things that were cheaper than what I found in stores, but that you got to pay to have them shipped. You can't POL them.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
I got something from the sale I had to have shipped directly as well.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't get it.
I got like 4 things, so I was like, it's basically $1 extra per thing.
Transformers More Than Meets the Eye exhibition in Sydney. What's in it? What do we know?
So it's officially sanctioned. There are some art pieces from one of the sponsors of this who is selling, licensed Transformers art pieces. But there's also like a lot of private collection stuff that's on exhibit there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures on there from a Pen Chan on Facebook that TFW mirrored. I skimmed through it a little bit. It's a pretty cool, pretty solid looking exhibition for just general Transformers stuff.
Is this where Andrew Sorahan? I never said Andrew's last name out loud. Is this where some of his Sorahan? Yeah, is this where some of his stuff wound up? I think it was.
I do not know that. I don't have that.
I saw I saw on Twitter where somebody shared some photos, and it looked like some of his art was on display.
Well, that'd be great if it was.
Yeah, for a guy I knew for 20 years, I never knew how to pronounce his last name.
Mm-hmm.
He died recently, unexpectedly. I mean, he's our age.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some neat stuff here.
Yeah.
It's sad how much stuff. Ooh, there's some there's some Happy Meal toys, 1985. I'm sad how many things I see here that I already have.
Well, yeah. I mean, remember the stuff that's on display here is sourced from collectors in Australia.
I mean, I saw a Goodbye Convoy and a Goodbye Megatron set. I don't have those.
Yeah.
I don't really want them.
If you and Don put your heads together, you could probably, recreate a fair bit of this exhibition, at least, the toy end of it.
There's more boxed G1 stuff, American stuff, looks American, than what I have.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few pieces there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'd love to be able to go take a walk through this myself, but it's a little far away.
It's like walking, but it's like walking through the BotCon dealer room, except it's not for sale.
If you can swim really well, you can go see it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay, so I guess what we got this week. Who wants to go first? Chris, did you get anything?
So I got a few things off of my Amazon wish list. You'd mentioned Jason Hiley came back to our Patreon. Well, a few days after that, in my mailbox was a couple packages from Amazon sent to me by Jason Hiley.
Sweet.
He got me a few of the Gundam figures that were on my wish list. The 8th MS Team Gundam Ground Type, GM Ground Type, and the Goof Custom.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I mean that's like a hell of a gift right there, and thank you so much for that, Jason.
Jason's always a great guy.
Yeah, I've had my eye on those for a long time, but never been able to pull the trigger. I'm really happy to have those. Thank you so much. I didn't get any Transformers stuff or anything this week. Hopefully, after my few days away this weekend, I'll have something fun to report next week. Maybe like there's antique malls and stuff in my future, so hopefully find some cool stuff there.
I'm checking to see if Jason's still got his Twitter. I haven't talked to him in forever.
Yeah, I didn't have any immediate idea how to get in touch with him to thank him, so I just was holding it for on the show. He sent a really nice note with the gifts too. I really appreciate what he said.
He no longer has his account. He deleted it. Okay. I used to talk to him a lot, so
I feel like he deleted his Twitter a long
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, I think.
Yeah. It's good. It's good that he's still around. I always liked him. Whether he's a patron or not.
Yeah.
But it's not. Thank you for being a patron. So, okay, cool. Don, did you get anything?
Yes, also from Jason, who sent it as a very nice belated wedding gift. I got several things. I got the complete ThunderCats DVD. DVD,
Cool.
the complete ThunderCats. I received the Multiverse, the McFarlane, the adult Static Shock.
Nice.
And he also sent me the best AXN Crank Android body.
Oh wow.
Yes, I was really taken aback, but this was an incredible set of gifts, and I super appreciate that. On my own, I picked up from Target, came in today. I'm cherry picking the Batman 66 line. I had to get King Tut. It's just,
Well, of course.
it's King. It's going to go right beside Alfred as Batman. It's just one of them great figures that you'll never probably
Have
see
you
again.
opened any of those?
Not yet.
Did they make an egghead?
That's on the shelf now. Egghead is on the shelf now.
Okay.
I would love to buy something like that, but I would regret it. But for like the moment that I saw it on the shelf and paid like $20 for it, whatever it costs, I would probably enjoy the experience, but I would just end up regretting it.
Well, I have plans for downstairs. We'll just leave it at that. So King Tut came. I found this at Target. I'm debating whether to keep it or not. It's the new Ryu figure from whoever's doing it.
Why did you buy that?
I don't know. I've got.
You're
the
not
Homaru.
John.
I've got the Homaru from the Samurai Showdown from a couple of years ago. I thought that would look kind of cool as a pair. Again, plans in my head on my
Did they
shelf.
ever face off in a game? I guess Capcom versus SNK. I guess there's.
I don't-
Palmer in that?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Not that I know of, but he could have been.
Yeah. So I may keep it. I may not. I haven't decided yet. Also, I finally got Super7 Cobra Commander because I had one in my pile of loot, but I've been hearing things about how the blues were radically different from proto versus final copy, and I wanted to see one. And it was on Amazon, tfradio.net/Amazon, where I got it for like $6 a month for whatever it was. So I was able to save a little money over time. And
Wait, you put explain to me what you just did, Don. How did you buy it?
Okay, well, with Amazon, you can do if you have the Amazon credit card and you forgo getting your points off of
Use
it.
your Amazon credit card.
Yeah, and
Okay, I thought
you
you were doing something different. I thought you put it on a firm or something.
No. It didn't qualify for a firm anyway, and I've seen their rates. No, I wanted to see this in hand, and the only time I saw it, Brian, is when you and I were at Sailfish, and they didn't have one open.
If you buy it, I think you do the paying for with the firm. It's zero interest.
Okay, well, because I wanted to see it in hand, and it'd be easier to return it to Amazon. That would be big bad if it was significantly different and didn't give me that Cobra Commander feel. But it's good.
What's that Cobra Commander feel? That sounds
unsettling. That he has the right shade of blue. Cobra Commander has to have the right shade of blue to be Cobra
Does it have
Commander.
the Mickey Mouse ears?
No, I do not think he has that. That's a variant down the road.
Okay.
The last off-topic thing, I got this today. Went ahead and got Dusty off of Amazon, tfradio.net/Amazon. Picked up Dusty, and I got two things for Transformers. I found at Target Core Class Grimlock.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I really like that Grimlock. I did not think I was gonna.
Well,
and it's not bad.
Yeah. And I got from Pulse, I got Hound in the nice, weird.
Open it, Don.
Weird netting weird netting thing that they're using now.
Oh yeah.
I want to know your
So-
thoughts.
Yeah, I like the fact they somewhat changed the picture on the front, because in the movie he's got the dull surprise look there in the background. So they were able to use that same basic pose, but give him a much better look than the Dreamwave dull surprise look.
Mhm.
So there's that. Oh, and the last thing I picked these up at Target as well. I've seen them. It's small little display.
Oh, cool, Don. So
Shelf risers.
yeah, where did you
Yeah.
get those? Where at?
The Target, they're $5.
Where
I
at?
got
But
those.
where in the store?
Oh, the dollar spot up front. The dollar spot
Oh.
up front.
Kim's favorite section. I will check that out.
So
Thank you.
yeah, so I got the last two. Unfortunately, one did not quite survive the drive home.
Oh.
It's
Did you sit on it in the drive home?
No, it just
And
I just put it down on the floor, and then when I
okay. Oh, for
Ooh,
people,
wobbly,
people,
yeah.
it got wobbly. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try to push all the
Shelf
stuff back. to
shelf
you.
risers are a game changer,
Yeah,
Don.
yeah, Don.
Yeah.
Also, some hot glue would probably fix that.
Yeah.
It was $1.
Well, they're $5.
Oh, $5. Okay.
Yeah.
Hot glue.
Yeah.
Salvage
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you could probably just like glue some L brackets into there and shore it up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's just it's not held together by
a
much.
couple
and I
dabs
think-
of hot glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if they see any more, I'm going to probably pick them up. I saw this on Twitter. Someone had mentioned it. I can't give credit because I have no idea who it was, but they are available.
Cool. Okay. Matt, I saw you with some of the packing material. So what did you get?
So I got Masterpiece Burnout.
Ooh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah. It is beautiful. I
Where from?
absolutely love it. Pulse. It came
Oh,
today
okay.
in the mail.
Oh, mine's from Big
yeah.
Bad. That's why I don't have it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a very, very nice glossy black all
It's
over.
beautiful.
Lovely paint job.
Mm.
I seriously, I think this is the best Masterpiece toy they've ever made. I love this mold. I've got 4 of them now.
I'm trying to think of something I like
would-
better. I can't think
I
of
would
anything.
I would buy a couple more too if they just release it in other
Just
paint
make a-
decos.
Yeah, even those horrible e-hobby
Skids and
colors.
Screech.
Yeah.
Skids and Screech. And those are not horrible colors, Brian. Shut
Oh,
up.
Sorry.
But they are for what they're referencing.
Yeah.
That's more
Yeah.
the problem.
Yes, but I would buy them if they came in
Me
this
too.
mold.
That mold is wonderful.
It really is. It is so nice. I wish that this was the direction Masterpiece was headed back towards. I don't think so, but
Yeah.
a man can dream. But
Well-
that's all I got.
Oh, okay. Cool. Rob?
Yeah, I got some stuff. First off, Jason sent me Legacy Evolution Metal Hawk. off
Jason,
of
you're
my-
awesome. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, Metal Hawk is a really nice figure. In terms of diecast a couple of weeks ago saying better than Cyclonus, I can't quite go there, but I'd
Oh.
say
No,
it-
diecast is wrong.
No, I'm not.
I'd say it's about equal to Cyclonus in terms
He's very
of
good.
how well it works. Yeah, it looks good. It has some decent accessories, and yeah, just it's nice to have a version of Metal Hawk that isn't a tiny Prime Master. So
Yeah.
I am really happy with this, and thank you again, Jason. That was really nice of you to do. I also got this week G-Frame Full Armor Wave 4, which is the most recent one out in Japan. Has Gundam Aerial from the latest Gundam series, which Mercury also a few other things. The duplicate was Burning Gundam from G Gundam. That's set aside for Chris now. And I also got, like I said, I got from Big Bad's sale. They had one of the largest 1/144 scale Gundam kits ever made. The Chi Gundam half price. Instead of $80, it was $40.
Oh, wow.
So, and the box is as wide but not quite as deep as like the second largest master grade model box I have on hand. It's huge. So at some point I will get around to building that. I was able to rearrange things in my room recently, and the tower is now a set of far less threatening stacks. So that's that's nice. And the last thing I got this week is I got a really nice package from Bandai Namco. They sent me a custom embroidered backpack with the Mobile Suit Gundam logo. I think it's Mobile Suit Ensemble capsule toys, the limited edition G-Frame Strike Gundam deactive mode, and also the high grade Gundam Aerial from Witch from Mercury, which is frequently not that easy to find right now. So, many thanks to the folks over at Bandai Namco for, sending that my way.
I'll take anything Tekken, Soul Calibur, or Ridge Racer they want to send me.
I remember right after Witch from Mercury debuted, a picture from a model store in Japan where they had filled the space where the Gundam aerial models were supposed to be with HGUC gun tanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was actually a note from Kawaguchi, who runs Bandai Hobby, recently, saying that the aerial is actually the fastest selling Gundam model debut they have ever had. So, yeah, so it's when you see it on Amazon, it's frequently heavily marked up. So the fact that I got it for nothing is really nice.
Well, not for nothing, for your years of hard work as an influencer with their video games.
This is true. Yes.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short there, Rob.
God, I've been at that for 10 years now. It's still crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Almost 11. It will be 11 in June.
Yeah.
But that, I'm pretty sure, is everything.
Cool. Diecast, I'm going to let you go next, and I'll go last.
Okay. Like Matt.
God, I'm jealous.
I got Burnout today. This is actually the first one I've opened because I have Skids and the other ones I haven't opened.
Crosscut and Reboost.
You've not opened them?
I've not opened them.
What?
Yeah. So I wanted to experience the mold, and
you've had the opportunity to do that for over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been crazy, but I really like it. I even how the legs clean up in the back. It's so nice.
Yes.
No, it's beautifully engineered. It's a wonderful toy.
And simply engineered.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, that's the beautiful part.
Like there are a couple little tricks to fill in some gaps, but
they make sense.
Yes.
I transformed it without instructions. To your point of making sense, yes, it made
you don't need them.
Transforming it back might be a little more challenging.
I've never transformed it back.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad. There's just like a couple little spots where you gotta like really think about what's going on.
Yeah. But he's beautiful and he comes with all the accessories.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know what it identifies as, so
it's a toy.
Yeah, the official English material for Burnout uses female pronouns, or at least does for the Diaclone driver, which kind of gets conflated into the robot.
Also from Hasbro Pulse, and that's funny. I just noticed something. I got Core Class Ironhide.
I'm sorry.
Didn't you already have that?
His leg is actually loose in the packaging. You probably can't see it.
I can see it. Yeah.
That's what I was like. Oh, that's funny.
I'm trying to remember if I have that.
I think you have Ratchet.
Wow.
It's not good. It's a definite letdown with what we were seeing with Core Class to a degree.
And also from Jason Hiley, he sent me some awesome blue ninjas. I originally passed on these, and then I saw them at NJCC like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
They are really nice looking figures.
I was like, man, they look really nice. So I put them on my wish list at thinking like I'm gonna get these when I have enough money in one of my checks. And for him to send that to me, especially because I don't get a lot off my wish list, so I was just like blown away and shocked. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I tweeted at him on Twitter at Jason Hiley, but I don't know if that's actually him.
Unless he's got a new account, that is not him.
So Jason, I apologize if you didn't get my message, but thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. And your note was awesome, and thank you.
Aw.
Also off topic, just because it came yesterday, I figured I'd share, and I think you guys would like it.
Ah,
A
the
very
best
big
Batmobile.
Batmobile.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Looks good.
7-inch scale.
it is. Yes.
Why is it 7-inch scale? I don't get. Just so it's not compatible with Marvel Legends. Is that the reason they went 7-inch?
Probably.
Why McFarlane does 7-inch? I'm not
Is-
sure.
or is that
Why
all
McFarlane
McFarlane
does
does?
anything
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Yeah, well, no, McFarlane does other scales. too,
McFarlane
but-
does the superpowers figures too. And
That's true. So I
That's
bought.
like 4-inch.
I bought like 4 of those, and I bought like 3 of the whatever the 7-inch line is, and I think I'm good. I don't need any more.
I like that Batmobile.
It's nice.
Yeah, I still got the card in the seat here, but
Is there
the
an
only
80
thing
is
I
there-
kind of wish is that it would have guns that would flip out up here.
It doesn't
Like,
need guns.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, it shouldn't have had
I know that
the-
it had guns,
It shouldn't have.
but it shouldn't have. But it was great. It was great at making a door. So maybe it was just
That was a pretty murdery Batman.
yeah.
Yep, yeah, really
Yeah.
was.
I remember the Kenner had the flip out guns, the little panels
Yeah.
you just push down on one, it would just flip over, which I thought
I
was
need to go
neat.
check it.
Which is probably why it was like that in the movie. Honestly,
You got your third masterpiece,
No,
Skyfire.
because when that movie came out, Toy Biz had the license.
oh okay,
The Kenner wasn't made until Batman Returns, I think.
oh okay.
Yeah, and I know I talked about this already, but I opened it and I love it. It's
Masterpiece
so great.
Skyfire.
The only masterpiece. The only thing
Still
I
waiting
don't
on
like
mine.
is the stand.
It looks
'Cause
weird. It
it's
looks like
just-
it's 3D printed from the picture that I saw.
Yeah, it's not meant to hold this heavy of a figure. And it actually, like, I was carrying it downstairs and it fell.
Ah,
And I was luckily it passed the drop test. But I was kind of worried when it fell. But man, it's just right off the cartoon to me, and I just love it.
Yeah.
I want
The
mine.
To me, the jet mode's a little not quite there, but again, they're going for the cartoon accuracy. Robot mode looks great. The only trouble I had with mine
It's not Kronos.
is getting some of the shoulders because the shoulders have like a multi prong plug-in system, and you can get the first one no problem and it holds, but the second one is supposed to sort of lock the shoulders into the chest. It does limit your articulation, but it's very hard to get them at that exact angle to stay locked in.
Okay, I'll look for
Yeah.
that when I finally get mine.
I would not recommend using the stand. Honestly.
Okay, so to the point about the stand, that stand is the same one that they designed for the Masterpiece Seekers, which are rather smaller things than Jetfire.
Oh
Skyfire.
yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
different color. Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Diecast, I think you'll enjoy though, because even though it's the same character as Phoenix, it's completely different transformation if you've not changed him. It's very enjoyable, and he looks great next to Kronos and next to Phoenix as well.
Yeah,
Doesn't everything look good next to Kronos?
anything will look good next to Kronos. That is true. But that's all I got this week.
Okay, I swear to God, this is the last week where I'm going to have so much crap. Like next week, I think I have one thing coming.
Is it like one really high quality thing though?
It's one thing that I sold years ago that I regretted. That's
Did you buy that eHobby GoBots?
GoBots pack.
no.
Okay.
That's triple digits. What I
Right,
bought,
right.
what I bought, and regretted double digits.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not that.
Oh.
But I had to make the joke.
Yeah, no. Believe me, if I could have got it through Mandarake using eBay, PayPal Pay in 4,
Yeah.
like I would, but you can't check out using that.
Yeah.
And I would have just paid for it with stuff I sold. But I try not to. I don't want to pay that much money at one go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Okay. So I got core class Grimlock.
I'm sorry.
I will enjoy those as the Dino Force. when
Me
that
too.
happens.
Me too.
Yeah.
Um.
It's not a bad Grimlock. It's really not.
Yeah. So I got a couple things from Hasbro Pulse. Just came today. I got retro Thundercracker.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It is.
God, those all look so good in those animation colors.
Yeah.
Considering how not decrepit, that's not a nice way of putting it, how archaic the mold is, you would think, God, this would look horrible, but it's pretty nice. Same thing for Hound, which to me has always been, it's like,
Can you put a magnifying glass in front of that? That toy is just so tiny.
but it's so nice. So the thing is, I got the notification that this was shipping, and I'm like, that is awesome. I don't have G1 Hound to compare it to, so I had no idea what to compare it to. So I got G1 Hound. And I have to say, it is so much nice because I'm again trying to complete my G1. This is one of the few I didn't have from that year, and I like the new one so much better than the Vintage.
And I need a Jeeper Creeper just to complete your Jeep trio.
I think I have a Jeeper Creeper. No, was there a Super GoBots version of Jeeper Creeper?
No, there was
No,
not.
I've got. Then I definitely
unfortunately.
have. I think Jeeper Creeper. Okay. Couple other things. Chris and I were talking last week about, now that I've completed my McDonald's Happy Meal set, what do I want to complete next? And there's a couple actually came to mind. I think I'm going to go for a Orange Devastator. Buy it piecemeal. The problem is going to be getting the parts that have the purple and orange, like the legs, I guess.
Yeah, the
And
leg
and
piece is
and
going to be your main problem.
and the crotch shield or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
But I got Scavenger. It's okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's okay. He did not come with anything,
Mhm.
but I need the arms, the fists, the chest, the legs, and no, not the legs. The the leg. Well, I just need those parts.
chest,
Yeah. So
Pelvis.
yeah. So pelt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just need those parts.
Oh, and the
but-
head. The head.
Well, the head is just standard. I should be able to just use the normal G2 Devastator head. I should be able to just use any one of those. So like that's not going to be hard to get. It's going to be the ones that are orange in color, the parts. So I got that. A couple other things that I've been trying to complete sets on for a while, smaller sets, and I haven't yet. I've been working on a sealed Machine War set, and I saw some stuff on Mandarake, so I went ahead and ordered it. It was pretty cheap. I got a sealed Skywarp Machine Wars.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. A sealed Prowl, which I think I already have. So I'm going to keep the nicer card. A sealed. Oh, it's lifting off the bubble. Ah.
Oh no.
It's close enough.
Well, that age.
Thundercracker. That's one I definitely didn't have. It's lifting off the bubble. Okay, that's a.
Okay, you need another one.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And another I think I already have, but this is also lifting off the bubble, which is a Mirage. I think I have it. I'm not certain.
Can't you just use a little crazy glue? Just a dab?
No, it's not the same.
It's not the same. Couple other trying to work on my G1 set. I got a mostly complete thrust.
What's
So,
missing?
2 of the missiles.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. it's not
Wow.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that thing came with like a lot of missiles too.
So it's a mismatched set. So,
Ah.
but yeah. Also, this is complete. It's a blue streak. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, that looks nice.
And last I got a sealed 1991 classic Springer.
Oh.
Ooh, gold box.
Yeah, gold box. So
Ooh.
it's sealed. The interior bubble's a little yellow, but the whole
Yeah.
thing's gold anyway, so it kind of just blends in.
Yeah.
But the box is pretty nice. There's a slight crease on the back, little crease on the
Oh, yeah,
corner.
That's really not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. So I have 4 or 5 carded G1 toys, sealed carded, and I had 2 sealed G1, so this makes 3. So it's funny, when I first started collecting, as not an adult, a teenager, a lot of the G1 stuff that I was getting sealed, but there were the classic versions of them because those were easy to get at one point.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as easy to get now.
Yeah, I feel like that's like really fallen into obscurity too.
Yeah, it used to be that was like everything. Like I bought like a couple combiners that way, just like sealed, like in the late 90s, and they cost nothing. Yeah, it's not quite so easy now to get a hold of all that stuff. But yeah, that's what I got this week. The dud is Grimlock.
You know what I think we forgot to mention?
What?
That we should probably mention is
Armada Prime went up for pre-order.
Yes, Armada Prime and
TFRadio.net/Amazon.
He's sold out on Pulse already, but he is available on Amazon. And he's $89.99. Earlier today, he was #1 in PSP games, but now I'm
Also Wii
checking,
games.
and he's #1 in Wii games. So, if he would go to PS2, that would be good also.
So
since we had the Armada PS2 game.
So I got Armada Prime yesterday from Pulse. I got it like at $12.59, like before it was supposed to go up. Funny enough, having no memory about anything, before that went up, Armada Megatron went up. It went up weeks ago, but I had forgotten that, so I pre-ordered it after having already pre-ordered it. And then like whoever was updating the site immediately replaced it with Armada Prime because they posted the wrong toy. So it took me like half hour to remember, oh, you already have that pre-ordered. So I went and deleted it. But yeah, I got the pre-order in. So hopefully I'm like #1 or 2 on their list of shipping that damn thing.
Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Paladin because I asked on Twitter because I'd heard rumors that Prime was going up Tuesday, but I hadn't seen anything concrete. And when I asked, Paladin was nice enough to provide a link, and I was at work, so I took my break early and was able to step off the floor and get them ordered on Pulse.
Nice.
Cool. Okay. Want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. All patrons get an ad-free version of the show. You get the show a day early. Doesn't mean 24 hours, but if I post it Wednesday night on Patreon, won't go up until Thursday morning for the public feed.
I guess another way to say that is you get it the day of the week before it goes up on the public feed.
Yeah, the day before. Which is a big deal because I want to make sure that I get RFC out as soon as possible. So the fact that I'm adding that delay means I love my patrons. Patreon patrons get higher bit rate, pre-show podcast. When I post it, the History on the Fives podcast, I need to get some episodes posted. If there is an edited version of the show, like last week, patrons get an unedited version as well. Patrons at the Touch tier get to be on Hot 5, and patrons at the Touch tier get to be mentioned on the show each week. And you're also listed at tfradio.net/credits. I want to thank the Touched patrons, Kevin Dorsey, AJ, Eric Griffin, Tyrell Gwynn, Rick Mahurin, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Jay Klein Rye, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sean Hamilton, Jacob Owen Lucia, Boomer, and Jason Hiley.
Thanks again, Jason.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Jason's getting a lot of plugs for this. Thank you. But yeah, I want to thank all of our patrons, and again, it's a Touch tier. We do mention you guys each week. You can find me at B Kilby sometimes on Twitter. I'm trying to be in our Discord more. Work is making that difficult because work's really busy, but I really like that. You can also find me at briankilby.com. Like all of our stuff is at tfradio.net. We have TF Podcast on Twitter, TF Radio on Actually, no, TF Podcast on Instagram, TF Radio on Twitter. I couldn't get TF Radio for some reason. And, we're all over the place. Subscribe to our YouTube. Let's see here. John DeLuna, not here. At that John D everywhere. Rob Springer, not here. We should be having a new episode of Zone Base Transform Squadron coming up here in a week or so. Let's see here. Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me on Twitter at Diecast2. You can see my Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/diecast list. It helps the show. You can follow me on Facebook at Reviews by Diecast. And you can also see some old reviews at tfradio.net/reviews. I don't know if that still works. If that still doesn't work, you can go to youtube.com/RFC reviews.
Hey,
Cool.
Diecast, is Skyfire coming up soon? Do you think we have time to do a review of him?
I wanted to
guess
do a
travels
review
a
of the
lot.
mask. Yeah. It depends on. I have to. I have to go to Wilkes, and
Happy day.
Happy day. I'm hoping to see the sinkhole.
Sinkhole's been filled in.
Really?
Well, the sinkhole here got filled in too. I was disappointed I never got a picture of it.
I didn't think that thing was ever going to
Okay,
get filled
so
in.
in Wilkes they had a Taco Bell sinkhole. Here
Yeah.
we had a Popeye sinkhole.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, the
Popeye's
Popeye's
wonderful.
closed. We didn't have Popeyes anymore.
That sucks. Yeah.
And Dallas, I'm waiting to hear tomorrow if I have to go to Dallas next week or not.
Well, you can see Diecast in Dallas.
Yep.
Down at the club. Don, how do people get a hold of you?
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EBR.
Cool. Rob.
Okay. I'll try and keep it short, but I'm on Twitter at Rob Flails, which is connected to youtube.com/flailthroughs. That's my Gundam Gaming YouTube channel, which, as we mentioned, I've been doing for 11 years now, just about. Covering Gundam Battle Operation 2. They're still doing their spring festival. Last week was the Gundam GPO 0, which
Ooh.
previously only showed up in like G Generation Genesis, I think is about the only other game it's appeared in.
I liked it there.
Yeah, it was good. It's fun here too. It's pretty good for a support type, which kind of get the short end of the stick sometimes, but it can handle itself pretty well. But if you like Gundam games, head over to there. If you want to support me, patreon.com/flailthroughs. And for a couple of bucks, I will take requests and try and get specific rounds done within the game. And as we mentioned previously, I've got a wish list at tfradio.net/playlist, much like most everybody else here does. And if you want to send me something, that will also send a few cents back towards the show.
Cool. Chris.
Playwithphotography.com is where my toy photography stuff is housed. Galleries, art gold, etc. My Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/chrislist. There are accessory packs for those Gundam figures I got sent, just throwing that out there. And if you want to find me, connect with me online, I'm in our Discord, tfradio.net/discord. Although in the next 5 minutes, where you're most likely to find me is the bathroom.
Okay, great. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Good night,
Take
everybody.
care.
No.
Night all.
I don't need your
Recording
credits.
stopped.
You can go to the bathroom.
Okay.
We may not be here when you get back. If you just want to.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna drop off.
All right. Take
All
care.
right, see you guys next week.
People watching live, I got to do the same thing. So
Oh, good, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill the streams. Let me say goodbye to all of our people, though.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. So goodbye. Let's do YouTube first. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, Twitch. And goodbye, Facebook.